I definitely need to get exercise and outdoor time. If I don't get that, I definitely I feel like I'm crawling on my own skin a bit, and it definitely helps with my creative focus and my creative process for sure. So, and that's something I've been pretty diligent, disciplined on, most of my life. So definitely all of my adult life. So that's something that it's kind of engraved in my habitual, weekly, daily routine. That's definitely one thing that I would not want to give up.
Yeah, it's crazy how just going outside, if you don't change anything else about your day, just going outside can make you see things a little bit brighter.
Yeah, fresh air.
Yeah, I sit at my laptop a lot, especially for podcasting, because with music, you're editing, you're on Logic, whatever. I use Audacity.
Sitting in a dark studio all day, 12 hours a day sometimes more. So, when you have those long bouts in the dark room, or looking, being around a computer or whatever, it's like, you gotta get
exactly.
I'll
have
I gotta spend at least an hour outside doing something in the morning.
Yeah, I'll have days when I wake up and I say, I'm going to get this done for podcasting or get this amount of research done, none of which I have to leave my apartment to do. And then I don't want to leave and I'm all caffeined up and it's been like 6 or 7 hours, haven't been outside yet today. And I'm just like, dude, you got to chill, go outside, walk around, even if it's only for 20 minutes. And then it's amazing how much more like revitalized I feel when I go back to the same work. Like the work that I was just ready to pull my eyeballs out now seems a little bit more tolerable.
I think fasting is another one that I would say is really important.
Do you do intermittent fasting?
More prolonged fasting.
How long do you usually go?
Not very frequently, maybe like once or twice a year, 3 days.
3 days. I started intermittent fasting around the same time that I started meditation, about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I recently started doing 24-hour fasts, maybe once a month, once every other month on days. I don't know all the science behind it. Joe Rogan could probably tell you all about it.
Yeah, I've actually studied it a lot. I started fasting and getting into fasting when I was like 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
So, and I've read a lot of books, done a lot of online research, watched some documentaries, lots of stuff. So I've tried to, give myself as much knowledge as I can about it because it's such a powerful tool. And, I really lost a lot of faith in, doctors and our healthcare system throughout my life. Health is something you have to take into your own hands a lot. So I think that's a really powerful way to do it. And obviously eating well.
What are some of the main benefits that you've seen from fasting? Because I'm curious.
Energy is one. Getting sick less often is a big one. Just keep having like lean muscle tone. I mean, it really helps with all those things. It helps focus, circulation, literally pretty much everything. It helps with inflammation. Like if I get really bad back pain or any kind of joint pain from, because I'm a pretty avid runner and I'm pretty avid. I work out a lot, so a lot of like inflammation and stuff. It really helps with that a lot. Like if I get back pain or something like that, fast will help it way more than anything else.
Yeah, and in my basic understanding of the long-term fast, I know that it's basically diverting the energy that you would be using to digest food, which most people are doing every hour of the day because they never go without food, and putting it towards replenishing cells, killing dead cells, your immune system, a lot of the stuff you're saying, energy. And it seems counterintuitive because when I first started fasting, a lot of my friends were like, what the hell is wrong with you? You're just not going to eat until 1 o'clock,
what are you
1
doing?
o'clock, 2 o'clock.
They think you're like bulimic or something like that, or or anorexic, but it's really nothing like that at all.
Yeah, I've actually converted a couple of my friends. One of them texted me the other day, and I was pretty excited because I know that they're going to see a lot of benefits from it. But yeah, it seems counterintuitive to not eat and feel better and get more energy.
You utilize your food way better. Even with intermittent fasting, like I do that kind of naturally sometimes. I don't do it so purposefully because my lifestyle is already that way where I'll go 16 hours sometimes without a meal, especially when I'm traveling. If I got to fly somewhere, I got, a long day of traveling, like I'll kind of just chill out on meals a lot of times because it's just such shit food when you're traveling anyway, so I'll just kind of use that to my advantage, but it's not really culturally accepted yet. I think it's getting there. It's definitely come a long way since I, was 18 and started fasting, where most people knew nothing about it. And like you said, like if you mentioned it to somebody, they would think there was something wrong with you. But now there's definitely more knowledge and more people are becoming aware of it. So yeah, I'd like to see that become more mainstream in our culture for sure. I think it would really benefit a lot of people.
Is there anything you do to prepare for the 3-day fast beforehand? Because I've played around with the idea of doing longer than 24 hours, but I'm not exactly sure how to do it or what to do to prepare for something that long.
A lot of the information that I have seen on it is you should prepare your body for a fast by, eating less meat, definitely eating less junk food, and just trying to clean up your diet for, the longer you can clean up your diet before you get into a fast, the better. So if you can clean up your diet, eat organic fruits and vegetables. If you are going to eat meat, make sure it's really good quality meat, for a week or 2 weeks before your fast would be great. But as much as you can do, your body's going to get a benefit from fasting, I feel like, regardless. But you're going to set yourself up for more success if you can clean up your diet. The longer you can, the more you're going to get out of it. Because if you're starting from your body can kind of get out some of that stuff when you're eating clean diet anyway. So you're setting yourself up to start from a better place if you do that. Versus starting from a not good place if you're eating like cheeseburgers every day and like Doritos and buffalo wings and shit like that, and then, I'm going to start a fast today. You're starting from a much worse place than where you would if you were eating clean, So
I started, my eating habits earlier in life, probably from 10 years old until a couple of years ago when I stopped playing baseball. But I was always taught in the athletics world that you want to eat 5 or 6 times a day or just eat whenever you were hungry, which is what I was doing.
Athletes are different though, because they are expending so much energy a lot of the time that they need that.
No, I definitely did. And baseball is probably towards the bottom of the bracket in terms of energy expending sports because you have other ones that are much more demanding. But when I stopped playing baseball, I was still eating like I was a baseball player and just getting more fat. So that's when I started looking around. I started looking around at other diets or other options. And one of my friends was playing around with intermittent fasting. So that's how I found out about it. And I thought that was absolutely crazy. But now I can't imagine eating breakfast. Like I can't imagine being hungry in the morning. I love just waking up, drinking black coffee. And
coffee is also a hunger suppressant. So it really helps. If you're planning on skipping breakfast, caffeine is definitely a way that helps you get over that hunger.
Yeah, and tea does it too a little bit for me. I think it's the hot liquid expands your stomach, so it makes you feel more full than you actually are.
Tea is actually better for fasting than coffee because coffee's so acidic.
Oh, okay.
Coffee's more acidic. So tea is definitely like green tea, like a good organic green tea. That's definitely better for it depends on what your goal is for fasting too, because there's so many different reasons to fast. But if your goal is to alkalize and cleanse your blood and your body and your tissue, then definitely staying away from black coffee is what I would recommend. And tea is definitely the answer for that because it's more alkalizing, where coffee